Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Thursday, the 9th of July. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I'm going to use the Tarot Grand Luxe for today's reading. And before I start the reading, I've got two little housekeeping things I need to mention. Anyone who knows, do you see this little blemish on my wood? If you know how to get rid of this, please let me know in the comments, like wood butter or something to nourish this wood. And the second thing is I've got the Gregory Scott tarot coming out. Well, supposedly it was going to come out in September. We've been working on it for so long, but the Italians are being really difficult and weird. So it doesn't look good. So I don't know about the deck yet. I don't know. The communication is a little bit difficult. So we don't know whether they're even going to come out at this point. So let's keep our fingers crossed for the Gregory Scott tarot. If it doesn't come out, we'll survive as well. So not the end of the world. It's just been a lot of work and the cards are really nice. So I'm a little bit meh about that, but you know, we live and learn. So, or we live and make other mistakes in future. I'm just at a point where I don't sweat stuff anymore, or I try not to, because I used to get so upset. I'm surprised I didn't give myself a heart attack. Okay, wow, these are gorgeous. Okay, we have got 3 cards for Thursday the 9th. I've got the 4 of Swords. Then we have the 3 of Wands, beautiful. And we have the Hierophant. Oh, I love this. Isn't that, this reminds me of the Old Testament, where they had this canopy, and they describe it so well. It's like the epitome of religion and belief and faith. He's the Pope. So the 4 of Swords is about resting. It's about meditating. It's about getting in touch with your higher self. Look at all the purple there. And really being able to kind of relax in your armor. I think when you're wearing armor, the best place to be is like lying on your back, because it's not the most comfortable. So he's preparing. We've got Pluto there in the window. Pluto in astrology is the planet of death and rebirth. It's Hades in mythology, the god of the underworld. And we've got this asleep, and well, it looks like he's sleeping, or he's meditating, or he's resting, or he's passed on, and he's being honored at the funeral before they put him in the coffin. And his spirit, the knight here on his horse, that's how he identifies himself. Okay. The knight on the horse, he's galloping off, he's astral projecting. If he's resting and it's his final rest, his soul lives on and it moves on to its next incarnation. Nothing is ever lost. The 4 of Swords says, take a break, reflect, get in touch with your soul. Let's say he lives in Essen in Germany. His options are going to be to go around the town and do certain things. He's not going to be able to go to the beach, but in spirit, he can go wherever he pleases. So don't let your body, ooh, it's all going wonderfully today. We have, don't get stuck by your body, and the body says, oh, you can't run 400 miles, or you can't do cartwheels, or you're not as young as you used to be, or whatever. You need a break. Don't let that stop you. Spiritually, there are no limits. You can go wherever you want. You can go to the beach. You can go to other dimensions. You can connect with your higher self. Remember who you are. You're not your body. Resting your body and getting in touch with your spiritual self will remind you that your body is a manifestation of your will. And your body is the vehicle which houses your soul, and it's your soul and the health of your soul as such, and how much time you devote to the inner world, your body is going to be influenced by that. I mean, it sounds really complicated, but if you're super thrilled and happy, your body is going to be filled with excitement and energy. So it's time to check in with yourself, because your spirit has a message for you. Swords is ideas and thinking, and the purple is your intuition. Those ideas and that energy from your soul, it urges you towards the 3 of Wands, and the 3 of Wands is about looking out to sea. The actual ocean is down here. I didn't realize this at first. So we've got the clouds here, and this is a cloud ship. It's a dream boat, literally. It's something that's in the sky. And it's not about how can I take my boat and get from Spain to America. It's about, this is my life purpose, my passion, my marriage, what I desire to do, what I've always wanted to be. And this is a symbol of my spirit and where I wanted to go. So what if you want a completely different life? What if you were brought up the son of some sort of family dynasty, and there wasn't even a question that you would take it over someday? Of course you were going to take it over. You're the firstborn son or the firstborn daughter, and it's been a family business for 300 years, and of course you are expected to take that on. If you decide, actually I want to be a dancer, then that is your passion. It will cause problems because your father or your mother, they will want you to take over the family business, but you also owe it to yourself to live your own life and to become independent. And that will cause pain to your family. It will cause you pain if there is conflict. But you really owe it to yourself to check on the health of your soul, of your spirit, of your fire, the fire in your belly of what you want to do with your life. And if you don't take these little dream boats and these ideas that seem flaky, that seem impossible, that seem, oh yeah, whatever. Because until you do it, it's always going to be a dream. But when you devote yourself to it and you actually bring this boat down to the water level, you build the boat and you take it from Spain to America, then you're realizing your hopes and dreams, and other people will say, actually, we shouldn't have given him so much grief. That was actually his destiny, his journey. We didn't know that person had it in them. Because unfortunately on planet Earth, we aren't mind readers, and we can only see who someone is through the actions they take, often, ideally, better than words. It's easier to believe someone who does 20 hours of volunteer work a week rather than someone who says, I'm the best person in the country. Well, prove it. Do something with it. So you are really just kind of connecting back with yourself, and the self energizes you to be able to realize anything that you want to realize. Finally, we've got the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is the institution of life. It's the fifth card of the major arcana. So we've got 0, we've got the Fool, then 1 is the Magician. So you're just an apple in your parent's eye. Then 1, you come into the world. 2 is the High Priestess, soul and body connect. 3, you're born. 4 is the Emperor, security structure, what you're going to do. And then 5 is you getting in touch, first of all, with an institution outside of your home. So the institution of family you're familiar with. But then the 5 is society, the public sphere. So are you born into a family that is Christian? Are you born into a family that's Islamic? Are you born as a Christian Scientist? The Hierophant is about coming to terms or being exposed to a culture and a society that's been here much longer than you have. I remember when I was a little boy, I think I was 3 or something, I was like, how are there all these rules? I've only just arrived. I thought I was the only person in the world, but you're not. I'm not. People have lived hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years ago. I saw on Twitter, the first or the oldest shoe that they've ever found. It's 5000 BC, and it's leather, and it's got the laces in the middle, and it looks like something I'd wear. I would wear that shoe today. 5,000 years ago, people had perfected the human shoe. And we're all born into this world thinking the world revolves around us. And it doesn't. It doesn't. The Hierophant, therefore, represents something that you can join. It's a community. The Hierophant is the leader of his belief, his religion. And just because I've had negative experiences that always say this guy's going to reject you, because in my life, the institutions have always thrown me out because I don't fit because of A, B, C, whatever. I'm not this enough. I'm not that enough. You don't belong here, whatever. So when I look at this, I see, okay, institutions come along who are going to reject you. Well, that's not always the case. Let's say you're born into a Christian family. You take that on board, and the community of the church and the system of belief, it really guides people's lives. A lot of people find so much nurture and comfort. And I mean, it's the center of their life a lot of time. And this says, if you get back in touch with yourself, you think for yourself and you say, what is it that I really have to get off my chest? What is it that I have to manifest? What is it that I want to do in this lifetime? Let's say I've got 10, 20, 30, 40 years to live. What do I want to achieve, if anything? If I'm happy with everything and I just want to work on being happy, then that's my purpose. If I want to achieve something great, then that's my purpose. And here we're seeing that you're able to achieve what it is you want, and you're either able to draw on the resources of those people around you in your life, because people do help each other. I want to build a boat to get over to America. Okay, let's do that because we believe in you. We love you. We want you to achieve that. So draw on the support of other people as well as yourself, and use the wisdom and the fire. These are wands in themselves. It's wood. Use other people's passions and fire that they've used to create something wonderful in the world, and that's now out there for you. Like Shakespeare's plays. He wanted to write those. You can read Hamlet today if you want, and that can teleport you into a whole new dimension because you've stepped into the institution of Shakespeare. That's what this is. So step into the institution of your life. What do you belong to? He has got his hands clasped. He's standing there ready to help you out. Ask other people for support, for guidance, for their wisdom. Other people have done what you've done. Whenever I went to an AA meeting, what shocked me in the beginning as well was whenever I complained about something or I was unhappy about something and I talked about it, everyone had been through it. At least one person in that room, whatever room I was in, would come up to me afterwards and say, hey, do you know what, Greg? I was there 3 years ago and it happened to me. And do you want to go for a coffee and we can talk about how I got through it? And people help you. And that in itself annoyed me to begin with, because it's like, is there nothing original about me at all? Has everything been done? And the answer is no. There are new things under the sun. If you create this in your mind and you make it happen, you could end up as the Hierophant. You could end up having your own institution. You could be Galileo or Shakespeare or Cervantes or anyone who has dreamt something and made it happen. Today is your opportunity. This window opens where you have all your spiritual strength. You have the strength of your community, your people. All of that can come together to make your hopes and dreams come true, and for you to look out towards what hasn't happened yet, and for you to make it a reality. We've got a joker on the sail here. The joker can be any card in the deck. So whatever you think of, maybe it doesn't even exist yet. Whatever is in your mind is the most important thing today, and draw on the resources that are around you to make it a reality. Don't let yourself be discouraged. 5 and 3 is 8, and 4 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3, and 3 is the 3 of wands. 3 is about communication and new beginnings, and talking to yourself and saying, hey, what is it that I love? What is it that I want to do? What do I want to create? Do I want to be part of this institution and make things even better there? Or do I want to draw upon the institutions to make my own things happen? Or do I want to make my own things happen and be the institution? What do I want? Ask yourself, because you'll be able to get it. Have a lovely day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on book your readings on the front page to order your reading with me. In my personal readings, I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology. By using those divination systems, I am able to tap into my intuition, and I can answer any questions you have. So what is my life purpose? What should I be doing work-wise? What's happening spiritually? Where should I put down roots? What's happening in my love life? Am I going to have children? Will I move? Where's the best place for me to live? If you have any questions at all, those or any others you can think of. I remember I asked the psychic once, I asked the psychic, why do I keep seeing a red hand when I close my eyes? Why have I always seen that? and it can be anything. So any questions that are unclear to you, ask me. Have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.